Yeah.
Okay.
So
Or maybe you did not approach.
actually, I did.
You did?
I did approach a couple of. I did approach a few women in Manila, and
Okay.
actually, a couple of times I had the hand of go away.
Oh.
I had the hand
That's
of.
scary.
I had the hand of do not come near me. I had an experience of do do not go away, old man. Do not come anywhere near me.
How did you approach them? Like,
Well, I don't. Well,
oh, that's scary.
You got that big, big bubble butt. Better keep my mouth shut.
Hi everybody, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. By the way, this is Jalai, the Filipina vlogger from the Philippines. So we have Big World Cinema here, and we're gonna ask about his experience here in the Philippines, especially dating. I don't know how many girls you've been dating. Oh my god!
can't reveal that. If I reveal how many girls I've dated, I will have to kill you, July.
Wow!
So,
How's your life here in the Philippines?
I love the Philippines. I've been in the Philippines. You want me? You were going to ask this question anyway.
Okay.
I've been in the Philippines. I arrived in the Philippines in March 2020, and I got locked down here
Wow.
I had the choice of going back to the UK or staying in the Philippines, and I had booked a ticket onward from the Philippines
Yeah.
in 3 months, but because of COVID I stayed 3 years. So I know quite a lot about the Philippines, and I love the Philippines. I love the Philippine people, and I love the Philippines. So yes, my experiences in the Philippines have all been pretty positive so far.
Wow. So how was the prices from before and now
Um,
after the pandemic?
Okay, the prices. I think the prices are pretty similar. I don't think there's been much difference in prices. I don't see that there's been much change in the prices. Although actually, in saying that, during the pandemic, I was in a condo, and the price I was paying for my condo was 12,000 pesos per month, which
Wow.
is
In the condo.
in my condo in Cebu.
Wow.
It was normally 25,000, and because of the pandemic I was paying 12,000 pesos per month, which to the viewers is just over $200 per month, and it's now gone up. I've now returned to that condo building, and it's now 22,000. So
Almost
yeah,
times two.
exactly. So the prices have gone up since COVID. During COVID was actually a good time to be here. So yeah.
Maybe before COVID too, like it was a good time. Like
Well, it was a
the
good time, and
prices.
a good time for prices, but
Yeah.
it was a very strange time.
Strange.
For armed guards on the street, armed police on the street. It was a very strange time to be here, and but it was all good.
Yeah, it changed, but it changed a lot after the COVID.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what did you do during the COVID? Like, how's your activity?
Well, actually, during COVID, you weren't meant to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Your
You're
movements.
isolated.
Well, your movements were quite restricted. You were only meant to go out
Yeah.
to the supermarket, which was quite nearby. But I did actually go on walks around Cebu. I wasn't meant to,
Okay.
because if you're caught walking around
Oh my
Cebu and
God.
you're only meant to be going to the supermarket, you
Yeah.
you faced probably criminal charges. But it was fine. I enjoyed staying in Cebu during lockdown because there was a number of us in our condo. Other expats who were locked down at the same time, so we weren't actually isolated. We had other people to chat to. So I think I wasn't vaccinated.
Oh.
I chose not to be vaccinated.
Until now?
I've never been vaccinated.
Really?
Yeah, I chose not to be vaccinated.
Well, but
I
before
can't
it's
really
fine.
talk about.
Okay, continue.
I can't. Well, talking about vaccination is probably not very good. But I chose not to be vaccinated, and I don't know whether I had COVID or not, because one January, a couple of years ago, I did actually feel run down for probably about 10 days. So I might have had COVID, but I never got tested at the time because
Wow.
at the time, if you went to get tested and you were positive,
Yeah.
they would have locked you up.
lock
So
you up,
yeah, so
yeah.
I never got tested. So I think I probably had it. Yeah.
Wow, but they said you can't pass going to the mall if.
Okay, so This is quite interesting. There was a time in Cebu where you could only go to the mall if you had a vaccination certificate. So
Yeah.
there was probably 6 weeks during COVID where my movements were restricted, where
Yeah.
I could only go to the grocery store if I had a vaccination card. But what I used to do is there
You're
was
so
a
smart. Okay, I'm interested with that.
there was a Starbucks on the edge of the mall in
Yeah.
in IT Park. If you could avoid going through the main entrance by going through Starbucks entrance and going into the mall the sneaky way. So I did find a
Wow.
way of bypassing the entrance to get into the mall. So that was quite sneaky, and I was able to
Wow,
carry on
congratulations.
eating and living. Yeah, so that was great. Yeah.
Wow. Are you scared to be vaccinated?
I am scared to be vaccinated. Yeah, so I never got vaccinated, which did restrict my movements because you could only stay within Cebu Island, and so I wasn't meant to go to other islands because I wasn't vaccinated.
Yeah, you can't.
No,
You
but
can
then
travel.
they eventually started loosening up. I mean, I did go to Camigan, and I wasn't meant to be going to Camigan because only vaccinated people were allowed to go to Camigan. But actually, I did sneak onto Camigan Island as well.
How? Oh my
So
god.
I'm giving away lots of my information that I'll probably get
Yeah,
locked up.
You're so smart.
So as you entered Camigan Island, there was actually a desk where you had to go and get your QR code.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just bypassed the desk. I just walked on, and nobody stopped me.
Because
So-
you're a foreigner, if you're Filipino. of
So I'm
course.
just quite sneaky about So I bypassed the system, which was
Oh
which
my
was
god,
great.
because I wonder why. It's because if you do traveling and you don't have
Yeah.
vaccine, you
exactly.
can't pass. Because when I went to Sikihor,
Yeah.
I have to show my
Vaccination
vaccine
card. Exactly.
Yeah,
So
I can't enter there.
Yeah. So my movements were restricted during COVID, but luckily they all sort of got a bit more looser as
Wow,
the
you look like a Tarzan. You can survive. You can survive.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So what are the tips you can advise to our foreign viewers about traveling here, especially for the first time?
For the first time. Okay, so I think if you're traveling for the first time, you should keep your expectation. You might not like the Philippines. You might. A lot of foreigners come to the idea of moving to the Philippines
Yeah, they.
without actually having been to the Philippines.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
foreign expats ask where are the best places to live in the Philippines. You need to come and stay in different places
Yeah.
and find out what's best for you, which is the best environment for you.
Because we have different likes. And
Exactly. If you like countryside, you need to go to places. My advice to foreigners is, if you're thinking of living here, is to come and experience different places in the Philippines. Spend 2 or 3 weeks in each place before deciding where you want to settle, and then decide. No, don't go by vloggers saying, "Oh, the best place to live is Dumaguete."
Because what if they don't like the
Exactly,
Dumaguete?
and well, my name for Dumaguete is Duma Regretti.
Dumaguete, why?
Duma Regretti, because a lot of people go follow foreign vloggers. They just go to Duma Regretti to live and think, why have I come to Duma Regretti? Because this is not the place for me. So I call it Duma Regretti. Sorry, Dumaguete. It's now called Duma Regretti.
It's not Dumaguete. Wow. So, for your experience,
Yeah.
like which places here in the Philippines that you like the most?
Okay. I have been to a lot of the islands in the Philippines. I've been to most of Cebu. I've been to Bohol, Boracay, Mindanao.
Yeah.
Where else have I been?
You've been to Luzon.
Been to Luzon, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
My favourite places are Bohol. I love Bohol, and I love Boracay. I mean, Boracay is very touristy,
Yeah.
but Boracay is a huge beach, and you can go to places on the beach which are a lot more isolated. So they say Boracay is expensive, but you can move away from the crowd. So I love Boracay. Something about Boracay. Everything in Boracay is quite compact.
Mm-hmm.
You can move around Boracay in one
Wow.
day. But there's quite a lot there. Have you been to Boracay?
No.
No.
That's what I'm listening to because I've never been there.
Boracay, I will take you to Boracay.
Wow, I would love to. I would love to go.
Boracay for me is the best island, but I do love Bohol as well. But I couldn't live in Bohol because the beaches are beautiful, but I also need to be close to a city. I'm a city boy, so
Okay.
I love cities and I
Oh.
love beaches, but I am yet to find the ultimate. I'm yet to find the alternate destination because combining cities and beach is quite difficult. But I do love Bohol. There's something about Bohol that is, it's quite special to me.
It's isolated.
Well, I actually love the people. I mean, the people in the Philippines all over are wonderful,
Yeah.
but there's something about Boholians. I call them Boholians. There's something about people who live in Bohol that is quite lovely. I do love Bohol. Bohol is one of my favourite places. My favourite city is Manila.
Manila. Why?
Yeah.
It's a big city.
Manila,
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
traffic.
There is a lot of traffic, but you
Yeah.
can. I was living just outside BGC, and there's a lot of lovely places to go to in BGC. And Manila for me has everything. It's got good restaurants, good cafes, good nightlife.
Oh, in BGC, yeah.
Yeah. So Manila to me is the ultimate. I do find Cebu a little bit lacking, apart from this beautiful scenery and the beautiful beaches in Cebu, but Cebu's okay with it's okay with the huge noise.
Yeah, that's okay.
I do find Cebu City actually a little bit lacking. I don't think it has enough going on for me. But Manila is my favourite city. Yeah.
Oh, great. So, what if the foreigner travel here in the Philippines? What are the important things that they need to bring?
Okay. I've been looking for a pair of trainers. we call these in the UK trainers. It's probably got different sneakers in America.
Sneakers.
Sneakers in America. I call them trainers. So you have actually a larger size. You will have trouble finding. As a guy, you will have trouble finding larger sized clothes, shoes. So if you're a 45, 46 shoe wearer or an extra large shirt
clothes,
wearer,
yeah.
waist,
Yeah.
you need to
Bring
you need to bring your bigger size clothes because
It's really hard here to
it is
find.
hard because the
Filipino size.
Filipino size guys are a little bit smaller than us, so you do need to, if you're a larger man, you do need to bring stock up on large
A lot more
clothing.
smaller.
Exactly. Something else what I was going to say is that what else to bring? Generally everything else you can find here, but it's just
The clothes.
clothes is
and the
clothes.
sneakers.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, something else. Glasses,
Glasses.
spectacles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I am I need bifocals, so I need glasses for long sight and short sight. So
Oh.
you can't get bifocals with thin lenses. So if you're like me and your eyesight is rubbish, then you need to get your spectacles sorted out before you come. You can get glasses here, but you can only normally get glasses here that for long vision that are fine. But if you need bifocals, then it's probably best to bring them with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice one. So, what are the things that you need to be aware?
You need to
Here.
be aware of. What do you need to be aware of? You need to be aware.
Like-
In what respect?
Culture.
Um,
Especially culture.
Okay, especially culture. Culture. It takes a while to understand the culture. I mean, it is. I mean, okay. So I've spent a lot of time in Asia. So if you're going between different Asian countries, it is not a lot different. You know, you're traveling between. I've been to most of the Asian countries, so it's not a lot different. But if you're coming to Asia for the first time, naturally you will find a big culture
Culture
shock.
shock.
So you need to adjust, and you need to
Adjust.
just slowly and get used to
Yeah,
the way of life. And the heat might not be for everyone.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Like you're blushing now so
I'm,
much.
I'm blushing so much because I'm pink with the sun for the last couple of days.
Wow.
But I'm used to the heat. I love the heat, and yeah, so my body is used to your
Oh,
heat, and
great.
I don't. I enjoy your heat. I mean, you Filipinos don't go out in the midday sun like
Yeah,
us
yeah.
mad Englishmen. We go out in the midday sun and we go pink. So
Maybe
I
you
don't
go
I don't
out
mind.
at night.
We don't mind the sunshine. Yeah,
Okay, so are you single?
I am single.
Have you ever dated a Filipina?
I have dated a Filipina, yes. I have. I was in a relationship for probably, give and take a year. I was with a Filipina.
So since you're a city boy, have you ever met a city girl?
I haven't dated a city girl. She was a province girl. So my
Oh.
girlfriend, the Filipina, was a province girl. So I'm not. I've met city girls, and I do find city girls in Manila are
One
not.
night, a charot.
City girls in Manila are not particularly interested in older foreigners. I don't think. I
Okay.
feel that as an older guy in Manila, I didn't really have much.
Much interest from
That's
the-
what I did. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. Yeah.
Okay,
so-
or maybe you did not approach.
actually, I did. This
You
is.
did?
I did approach a couple of. I did approach a few women in Manila, and
Okay.
actually, a couple of times I had the hand of go away.
Oh.
I had the hand
That's
of.
scary.
I had the hand of do not come near me. I had an experience of do not go away, old man. Do not come anywhere near me.
How did you approach them? Like,
Well, I don't. Well, I s-
oh, that's scary.
I approached them gradually, slowly, and just said, you know,
Okay,
can I-
how does British man approach a Filipina?
well, a British man goes down on one knee and,
Oh, wow.
and says, "Young lady, would you care to come for a little glass of wine with me, young lady?"
Oh my god. So that's in the bar for sure.
No, that's in the street.
In the street.
No, I have used dating apps before. Yes,
Because
yeah.
Philippines. Oh, that's okay.
Filipinos are attracted by my beautiful
Smile.
smile.
For sure. And usually, when you started smiling at them,
Yeah.
they feel like you're a genuine guy, you're
Okay,
good, something like
okay.
that. Because it's not good also when you approach them directly.
No, I know. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So they will feel scared.
Yeah.
Just smile. That's my tips for you.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'll just go up and look like a smiling idiot.
Hi, everything like that. No, not like that. Okay, so have you ever tried dating a Filipina and she introduced you to her family?
Okay. This people, if anybody's watched my video on going to meet a Filipina in the province in Mindanao and to meet her family, I have met.
And she introduced you.
Well, this was quite a strange video actually because I did know that she was.
Married.
Well,
Oh.
I started chatting with her,
Mhm.
and she came across as a single lady who was interested in me. And then it's quite easy to check a Filipina's history
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
I went onto Facebook and I found that she was engaged to be married. And she said she was single and
Wow.
she was engaged, and she'd been engaged for 5 years. She'd been with a guy for 5 years and she was engaged to be married.
Wow.
So I went through with the scenario of her still being single and just went to the province to meet her family.
Wow.
But I knew she was engaged to be married, and she was sort of denying all that.
That's
But
scary. Maybe
it was
the
quite scary.
boyfriend would get-
yeah, maybe the boyfriend was in on the deceit. But yeah, so I have been to meet a girl's family, but
So how you feel? Do you feel nervous when you met her family?
well, I did feel nervous because I met the whole community. I mean, when you go and meet
Yeah, of course.
a girl's family, you don't
Wow.
just meet the family. You
Yeah.
meet the whole neighborhood. So,
Yeah.
so this was in Mindanao, in a village in Mindanao, which I was I knew nothing about. So I went to, and I met the whole community. All the community came out to meet me, which was lovely. It was quite strange. It was quite nerve-wracking. Yes.
Wow, it's
Yeah.
nerve-wracking, of course. It's
Yeah.
Mindanao.
Yeah, exactly.
Is
Exactly.
it like it's a province, yeah?
Yeah, it was in Iligan city, but it was between
Iligan.
Iligan, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Iligan.
Iligan.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah. So I have been to a
So are
province.
Filipina easy to get?
Easy to get as in easy to date.
Yeah, easy to date.
It's easy to date the wrong Filipina,
Oh.
and it's easy to get. Okay. You can meet many Filipinas. It's easy. It's easy to get any Filipina, but it might be not the Filipina that you want to get, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
It's easy to get. It's not like she's not a real one.
Yeah, exactly.
like
So
the
it's
best one.
yeah. So it's yeah. So the
Like-
Filipina you get might not be the one that you really want. I go by the motto by this Christian vlogger who's based in Dumaguete,
Yeah,
who said
yeah.
it took him 9 years to find the right Filipina for him. So
Yeah.
I go on. If you're wanting to meet a Filipina, don't jump at the first girl that throws herself at you. Just take
Jump
it easy.
one, next one, jump two.
Jump from one to the other before you
Yeah,
find the one
yeah,
that's the right
yeah.
fit for you.
Because if you jump only one, you're lucky if she is the
If the
good
perfect one to begin
Yeah,
with, but I
yeah.
don't think you're going to find the perfect one to begin with.
It's
You need
hard.
to go through a lot of Filipino.
Oh.
You need to test quite a lot of Filipinas before you find the right fit.
Okay,
So
test first.
exactly, test first. Good idea.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, what are the attitude of Filipinas that you like?
I love the warmth. I love the affection. Filipinos are very loving. So I love the affection. I love the yes, and they're very easy. They're very easy to talk to, Filipinas, because
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
very friendly and very outgoing. Well, they say they're shy, but they're not really shy. They say they're shy, but they're not really. They're quite forward. So I love their loving nature. I love Filipinas' loving nature and affection. Yeah,
Okay, so what are the attitude that you don't like from the Filipina?
communication.
Communication. Why? Why there is a
There's
Communication.
okay, so there's a bit of a communication barrier, I think.
yeah.
I think between Filipinos don't really say what's on their mind.
Mm.
So it's quite difficult. It's quite difficult being in a relationship with a Filipino, because they don't always tell you what's wrong.
What's wrong?
They don't.
They just upset.
They just get upset. You don't know what's going on. They don't tell you. I'm generalising here.
Yeah. That's
but
true.
I'm generalising,
Yeah.
but they rather than ask you a question about what's going on in your head, Filipinos will assume they know the answer, and they will assume there's something going on in your head
Yeah.
that is not going on in your head. They will assume, and they will think they are deep thinkers. Filipinos are deep thinkers, overthinkers.
Yeah. Overthinkers.
They're overthinkers, and so they will create scenarios in their head that is not right in that relationship. So rather than asking, Filipinos just assume. So
It's really hard to find.
it's hard to be in a relationship with Filipinos unless they communicate better with you. This is my get your Filipina to communicate with you, and then everything will be great. But they don't. They
just
can
want
you
you
tell
to
can you tell your viewers about tempo?
Yeah, tempo.
Can you tell your viewers about tempo?
Yeah, I already made a video about that.
Oh, have you? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You
so
experienced your Filipino having
I
tempo?
have. You don't know what's tempo is when they just shut down. You've done something wrong. Your girlfriend
Just walk out.
She just shuts down. You ask her what's going on. What have I done wrong? She's just silent. She doesn't want to talk to you. So
Yeah.
you think, what have I done wrong? What have I said? What have I done? But you don't.
Tempo.
This is tempo.
Yeah.
She won't tell you. She'll just shut down. So
Yeah.
communication. This is what frustrates me about being in a relationship with
Ah.
Filipinos. I mean, apart from that, Everything's great, but it's just communication where there's a slight barrier.
Oh.
Yeah.
But how many Filipinas you been?
I can count on this many fingers. Yeah, not that many.
Not that many.
Yeah.
How many years have you been here? How many years like you stay here? Like
I've been here almost 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Every month.
Ah!
All
Not
right.
many, July. Not many. I'm telling you, not many.
Okay, not many as
I'm a-
many. All right, too.
I'm a very serious guy. When I meet a Filipina, I will be with a Filipina. I'm monogamous. I do not jump.
Not poly.
I do not jump from bed to bed, July. As you know.
Okay, I understand.
As you know, July. I do not jump from bed to bed. I stay loyal to the Filipina who I'm with at that time.
From room to room, not bed to bed. Okay, so thank you. I will not gonna go further. All right, so they will curious about you. Oh my God, this man. Okay, so thank you so much, Philip.
Thank you very much.
and-
Thank you for interviewing me.
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, and introduce your channel first.
Okay, so my channel is Big World Cinema, BIGG World Cinema. Please like, share, and subscribe to Big World Cinema. Thank you very much.
Okay, guys, so I will put his link on the description below. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.